Greetings.
Hello.
All right, let us get it started. Thank you all for joining me. As you see, I have two guests with me today. They are two awesome guests, two great young ladies that are here with me today. Very, very professional in their crafts. So we have here today, as you can see, Tamara Wills and Miss
Hey,
Shea. They
everybody.
are here. Yes, yes. They are here representing Bridging the Gap. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about Bridging the Gap, what it is, how it works, what's going on. So, Miss Tam, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, it looks like I had the live going. This is something new. And I appreciate you, Levita,
Mhm.
for wanting. Levita is the publicist and working on incorporating herself into our nonprofit organization, Bridging the Gap Youth Program. And we're a nonprofit that is located in the Hampton Roads area. Uh,
Mhm.
we are everywhere working on stopping violence in the community. And as I was saying, I appreciate you, Levita, for
Mhm.
taking the time to want to do the BTG report,
Mhm.
where we're gonna give out resources, business building, and talk about social issues.
Mhm.
You know, have on guests, business owners, uh, different people who may have something that they can bring back and bridge the gap in the community. That's our goal, is to
Yes.
bridge the gap, because it's a lot of gaps, and we need to bring things together a little bit more, just about the not by gaining knowledge and resources. So I'm thinking we're thinking once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but the first of the year, that's our goal, is to find valuable resources and valuable people to
Yes.
bring on this live, where you as a entrepreneur, a brand, or artist, anyone can gain from jumping on our live and being a part of the BTG report. And we want to give information. And that's what this is about. And positive and correct information.
All right, Miss Shea, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Shea. I'm actually Shanetta Wilford, but when you look at my name, a lot of people just get it all mixed up. So Shea is a lot easier. And I am a business owner. I have been doing event planning coordination for over 5 years. I have recently added some more business entities to my platform.
I'm sorry, Shay. Shay, it's hard to hear you. It's hard. You
Okay,
might have to talk right in your mic.
okay.
You might have to hold your mic right by your mouth. Yeah.
So is
Yes.
that better? Is that a little
Much better.
better? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So yeah, I was just saying that I've been doing event planning management for over 5 years now, and I have added on other business entities with that that involve business solutions that has segued me to or integrated with the nonprofit with Bridging the Gap. Working with Tamara, been working with her for over 2.5 years now, and
Mhm.
so the name of my business is Yemaya Inc. And with that, I have several other entities underneath it, but the main one that I'm with now is Yemaya Solutions, which
Yes.
offers the event management, business solutions, web design, and graphic design, in addition to a virtual call center. So if people are looking to want to work from home, that's something that I can provide as well. So that's basically
Awesome. Awesome.
it.
And we're gonna make sure everything that they're promoting here today, you all will be left with the links in the comments, or I can just make sure that once the live is posted and we're done with the interview, all the links will be there. So let's get this video. I'm sorry, this interview started today. So please tell us who is BTG, Bridging the Gap, how did it get started, what's the purpose, who does it serve?
Well, you all keep seeing me looking down because I specialize in marketing and promotion. So I'm promoting this live as we're speaking because we want to try to get as many people as we can on. But I'm the founder of the nonprofit organization Bridging the Gap Youth Program. That you'll see a lot of different things born from Bridging the Gap Youth Program, and the BTG report is something that we have decided to create, especially dealing with COVID-19 and all the things that's coming about, where regulations are saying we have to stay home, social distancing. And of course, we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Just the effect of what it's doing to the community, and what resources are that Bridging the Gap is bringing to the community to go along with things that we have no choice but to go along with. It's not our choice. And one of Bridging the Gap's mission is uh, stopping violence in the community.
Mhm.
And I look at COVID as a threat, and that's one of the things our organization, we're real with that. We use entertainment, entrepreneurship, and innovation to stop youth violence.
Mhm.
So these are the things that we're using in the community that we feel like are valuable things that can bring people in, bring the youth in, and young adults.
Mhm. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Is there anything, Shay, you wanted to add?
Well, yeah, with what I do, like I say, as far as with the virtual call center, that's the main thing that I have really been focusing on. Yemaya, a lot of people ask me, what does Yemaya mean? And Yemaya is actually an ocean mother goddess. It's an Afro-Caribbean religion that's practiced around the world. And with Yemaya, it's a goddess where it has a Yoruba religion, typically associated with water, purity, fertility, love, and sensuality. So with that name, it's inspired me because it's affiliated with how I want to give back to the community. Pretty much fertilizing the community, if you want to say, and just pretty much offering what I can do to help people, especially with the call center because I've been working from home in addition to the event planning for over 5 years now. And so I have a lot of people that come to me and say, "Hey Shay, I want to do what you're doing. It seems really cool working from home." And at that time, there wasn't really a lot of avenues open for that type of work. But recently, with the COVID, those doors have been opening, and I have been put in a position where I can now help individuals do just that. So that's pretty much what I'm really focusing on right now is just really giving back to people in need of work. I come across a lot of applicants who, say they have to stay home with their kids now for homeschooling, or they had a job and can't work no more, and they really don't know what direction to go. So it feels good to be able to provide something that can really help someone.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Shay, your voice is so soft, so I'm gonna have to remind you, stay in your keep that mic up. You got a soft motherly voice.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you good,
I'll
you
try to
good.
do a little better.
Okay, okay. So now I understand that BTG has a youth component to it. Can you tell us in detail what does BTG the nonprofit offer?
Well, yes. And that's a part of what made us speed up this process of doing the BTG report. We offer vast of things, but the main thing that we've been focused on is innovation and technology. We have been fortunate enough to, as a nonprofit organization, to partner with Old Dominion University, the Shipyard, and Newport News City
Hmm.
to introduce youth to innovation and music is the solution.
Mm-hmm.
So recently we've been had just the opportunity to have a recording studio put inside of the Brooks Crossing Innovation Lab. It's
Mm-hmm.
in Newport News, Virginia, off of Jefferson Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
550 Jefferson Avenue. And it's a great building, brand new. And in that building, it has innovation connecting to machines like 3D printers, laser cutters, vinyl cutters, wood shop machine, and also the recording studio, mixed reality. And these are all things that us having the opportunity to connect to something like this, we felt like was awesome
Mm-hmm.
for that area,
Mm-hmm.
in Newport News, for the underserved and the underserved that's in that community, to connect them to future jobs. Um, Something big we've discovered is that it's 1.8 to 2.4 million STEM and innovation jobs not being filled by the youth right now. So for us, even though our mission, and it included innovation, when we first created Bridging the Gap Youth Program, and we was deciding what our mission and what things we wanted to target and what we wanted to use to bring in the community, we decided to use entertainment, entrepreneurship, and innovation. So fast forward now to 2020, when the building just opened, September 2019. And we had no way of knowing that our organization would have this opportunity. I'm a person who believe, in you keep pushing, and when you see an opportunity, talk about it. Talk about your passion. Talk about what it is you're into. And I happened to run into a woman named Toby Ratcliffe. She's with Ties, TIES. That is a company that has been dealing with STEM and introducing it to the community for, I don't have the exact amount of years, but I got a chance to meet her. And I was at the East End Parade, just there walking around, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying the parade. And I seen the shipyard sign, and I decided to go talk to her. And that's why I say closed mouth don't get fed. You know, you have to go after your passion. So this was a passion for me, to want to use those things to help stop youth violence. And then we were given that other side. Entrepreneurship and entertainment were already a part of what we were doing. I was already an entrepreneur, and I have a lot of colleagues and friends and business owners and just all types of people who want the same thing. They want we all want to bridge the gap. We all do. We see the gaps, but it's just a matter of everybody coming together and bringing their part,
Mm-hmm.
bringing their part to what it is that we're doing. So with the innovation, the reason why we're here is because we have a Zoom um, presentation tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
with ODU and Bridging the Gap Youth Program.
Mm-hmm.
So what made us speed up the BTG report? We already knew we needed to do this, and we had been planning it, but we sped it up because we wanted to get the word out about this Zoom that we're doing tomorrow with a virtual tour attached to it, to the innovation lab,
Mm-hmm.
giving resources. We
Yes.
know the youth can't come in the building right now because of COVID. And
Mm-hmm.
we've been dealing with that since February. It opened in September. So that means something so great that we feel like can change lives and give jobs and give opportunity. Right now, the youth can't even go in and see it physically.
Mhm.
But Bridging the Gap Youth Program, like we always try, we want to try to expose and give the resources. So we're wanting to take the time out to get on Zoom today and talk about the vinyl printing presentation
Mhm.
that we're going to present tomorrow on Zoom. And if anyone's interested, let us know.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna let you go with your next question, Levita, because
No, no, you good. I was just gonna expound on that and say we'll definitely post because the to get to tap into that workshop is through your website, correct?
yes, you can visit the website and send me a message, and I'll send you the links. Unfortunately, I could not put the links on the website publicly just because of safety. And we have youth that are going to be on this Zoom platform, and ODU had a lot of restrictions, and that's what I'm loving as a brand. I'm growing and I'm learning all the proper things in order to be set up to put safety in place for our youth. Because of COVID, we're gonna have to do it this way.
Mhm.
And the partnership with ODU kind of gave me that guide on these are the things that you have to do. You have to have the parent consent. You have to have all these things if you're going to have youth even at home looking at something.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is have people give their email address,
Mhm.
and they can put it on live, or they can inbox me, inbox Shanetta or Levita, and we will all send you the Zoom link that you can get on at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm learning the times that the youth are in school and out of school, because I don't know all the times, and they are different times. So we're just trying this because we're looking forward to the future of where everyone is going to have to go. You know, So we'll
Okay.
give them more
Yeah.
details about the workshop tomorrow, and I hope we can get some parents and youth on that vinyl printing workshop,
Mhm.
where it's hosting Making Mask Moves, where we've been giving masks away to youth
Yeah.
since the beginning of COVID. So we'll talk a little bit more, I know, about that too.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for mentioning that because that's what we'll do, and we'll make sure, like I said, it will be a link posted once this get posted. Milton is really making sure all the information is there, which is awesome. I love it. I love the support. So,
Yeah.
so let's talk more about BTG being a creative community service. Can you tell us about volunteering, community cleanup, event staff, and social media, the guerrilla marketing? Can you let people know how you have opportunities for the community?
Yes. Oh, you asked all the good questions, Levita.
That's my job.
Yes, you asked all the good questions. Okay, you all BTG, Bridging the Gap. My nickname, they call me Coco the Plug. Um, we're just about, once again, resources, but I just happen to be very creative in how we do our events. We do our workshops. Um, just so many different avenues and ways for people to get involved. So let's start out with the community events and community cleanups.
Yes.
Like we just had a community event planned because
Mhm.
of COVID. It was pulled back, but it was called Emotionally Scarred.
Mhm.
That was the name of the event, and we were going to do it in Norfolk, Virginia, um, in the underserved areas. And we were going to use the theme of Lil Baby's song, Emotionally Scarred. If
Mm-hmm.
you listen to that song and listen to the things that he's saying in that song, so many of our youth can relate. Youth, young adults can relate to that little baby song. So we choose, and that's just an example of the type of creativity, because at that event, what we were going to do is have youth and young adults and families come out and write their feelings on a piece of almost like plaster that we would turn around and put up on a one wall with
Mm-hmm.
everyone from that community,
Mm-hmm.
and have it where they could go back and see it. And alongside that, have some mental health companies
Mm-hmm.
in the area, just out there. We had a mental health company that was going to speak, and just being there to be a resource to
Yeah.
people who may not know where to go or know that they even need to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes what I see with us, and I say us because we're great,
Right.
we're beautiful. Our melanin and skin has so many different shades. That's why I love this. It's so many different shades of beauty. And but just receiving information sometimes and gaining certain knowledge that we need in order to be better, sometimes it just doesn't connect. It's a gap.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gap. I've been seeing it. I don't know if anybody else sees it. Let me know if you do on this live, because I don't want to feel alone that it's gap. So what we decided as an organization is to meet the people where they are.
Mm-hmm.
Do what they like. They like that song. Young, old, you hear people singing that song. Hey, yep. Everybody, and I just love music. Half the time I don't even know some of the words, but I'll be rocking out with the babies, because and in the song I did take the time to listen to his words though. I did take the time to listen to these words,
Very impactful.
because they're powerful, the things that he's saying in that music. And that's what Bridging the Gap does. We use music as our way to get the youth and the young adults in. So these creative concepts and these ideas, as a brand, where we for profit, I do concerts, events, been doing it probably about 8 years. We're attached to a label, CAVA, shout out, where we've had the opportunity to be fortunate enough to connect with national talent, so many great people in the music business, and we've learned so much,
Mm-hmm.
from this path of doing entertainment. That's why entertainment was one of the things that I knew needed to be a part of this,
Mm-hmm.
because we love entertainment.
Yeah.
Levita is one, she'll talk about it. We come from that. The drums, the dancing, the jewelry, all of that stuff, you all is natural. It's natural for us to do that. And no one should judge us. That's just a part of us.
Mm-hmm.
Some people wear more of it, some people wear less of it. Some people off beat. My daughter recently let me know I was off beat. I didn't even know it. This the whole time I know I be dancing.
Yeah.
But young people, I might not be moving to the beat of her drum,
Mm-hmm.
but it does not mean that we can't connect,
Right.
you know. And that's what Bridging the Gap is about, these creative ideas and concepts. I remember we took DJ Jack the Spade into the iLab. And this is another creative event we did. It was the BTG open mic that I did for age range, I want to say 5 year olds. 5 year olds on up were welcome to come and meet DJ Jack Spade,
Mm-hmm.
talk to him. And some of them that weren't afraid to be introduced to the studio was able to go on and rock the mic with Jack, in
Yeah.
front of Jack. And I know I seen a tear in one of the mom's eyes because when I stopped her and gave her the flyer 2 days before, because I hit the streets just like I'm promoting a concert. When I'm promoting for my youth and when I want people to know about what we're doing, I hit the streets.
Yeah.
So I found this parent, just another person said her sons, they be rapping and they little. And I went over and started talking to her, and I invited her, and she brought her sons. And she said, "Do you know how long I've been looking for something that to take my kids to, that connects with what they want to do?"
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Bridging the Gap does. We meet the youth, the young adults, and the community. Meet people where they are. We go straight out there in the streets, hit the pavement, and go and do what's needed. When COVID came out, that's where I was at, making masks and hitting the street.
Yeah.
Because I knew, that, and of course, I started a creative campaign called Making Mask Moves for you, because that creative side of me always want to concrete things and, get people behind things. So you all Making Mass Moves, you probably been seeing me promote it. And it's just a campaign for us to go out and give out masks to the youth that do not have. When COVID first came out, I would go down in places in downtown Newport News, and people would look at me like I was foreign because I had on a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at them like, hey, did you hear it was a pandemic? I didn't say it, but it registered in my mind. I said, you know what, Sam, the babies need you to get ready, make some masks and give some masks out. Because if the adults are walking around, and I wrote this in my write-up, adults are walking around, some of them with masks, and do not have masks on their youth or their babies or their kids. So if you're going to protect yourself, you wouldn't protect your babies. So Bridging the Gap Youth Program, just simple things that we feel like, you know, we should pay attention to. And we do. We pay attention to it, and we immediately go and create a creative idea or a concept. And as I said, the connection with ODU, that was just awesome to have that now, where music schematics matches shipbuilding schematics.
Yes. Yes.
So, that right there, right now, we feel like we're breeding entrepreneurship. And I say breed, yeah, because I want to start early and put it in them, and start them where if we expose them to this building and expose them to these machines, that from age 10, by the time they're 18 and coming out of high school, they would have been exposed to these machines, know the STEM things that connect to it, know the other jobs that connect to it, and say, hey, this is something that I like doing this. So I don't mind going to another 2-year apprenticeship school to become an engineer in the shipyard making 5 figures. I bet a lot of us did not know.
Yes.
We
Correct.
know about the rigger, the lifting, those type of jobs. Those are the ones that are always pushed. But right now, the shipyard has another side to it. And that's what the BTG report is about. Is reporting these things that we know that a lot of us, the public, the community do not know about.
Yes. Well, now that you're talking about, I was looking. That's why I was just looking for my mug to show my mug that we made
Wow.
with the vinyl cutting. And
Yeah.
Yes.
asked them, do they have a mug so we can show it off right quick?
Well, I do. I'll dash
Oh,
and get mine
good.
real quick.
Okay. Well, don't go yet, Tam, because my next question. So, okay. So, let me talk about. I know that BTG Bridging the Gap focuses on STEAM, but you added an A to it, which is, I'm sorry, STEM, and you added an A, which makes it STEAM. So, could you just talk or elaborate more about STEAM? And I'm gonna go get my mug.
Okay. Um, STEAM is the art element added to STEM. Uh-oh. I apologize, you all. Oh, where did Levita go?
She went to go get her mug. I think she'll be right back.
Oh,
She's gonna.
I
Yeah.
ain't know if her screen went away. I'm sorry, y'all. This is our first time doing this, so I apologize, but we're gonna keep doing it. But STEAM is the art element that yeah. I look, I've gotten mine brought to me too.
Hey,
Woo, there
there it
it
is.
is. And look, I even have Shay's. Shay did one too. So these were done. Yep, Levita, the great idea to bring those in. Those were
Yeah.
done at the Innovation Lab
Yes.
um
Fun.
about
We
2 weeks
had a good
ago.
time.
And like I said, I come from the entertainment background and we love the party. That was like a mug making party.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't you all enjoy it?
Yeah.
And if you're a business owner, it took you to another level of thinking
Yes.
of products that you could create for your business or your brand, you know. So
That's
I
right.
just think, like I said, that lab and all the things, and if you come on that Zoom tomorrow, you'll get a virtual tour. We're doing there, Dr. Giles from ODU and Joe, and I tear his name up, so I'm gonna say Joe. If you come on the Zoom, you'll get introduced, Joe K. But they'll be there from ODU introducing the STEM side, and then bridging the gap is the art side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the STEAM and where we come in at. I don't come from a background of knowing STEM. I don't. And that's what makes that's what makes this world so great. Like, we have to learn to just appreciate, all the opportunities and all the things that are afforded to us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like sometimes some of the things we miss out on are just because of lack of knowledge and resources. So, like I said, as an organization, our goal is to give more resources. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Today, I was so happy, y'all. See, that was a real smile too. That was Tam is awesome. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it's about, is taking business
Yes.
owners and taking people and showing them this is what you can do. You
mm-hmm.
can do it. You don't have to not watch someone on TV. You can learn how to do vinyl printing yourself. And then Brooks Crossing Innovation Lab, that is the place. And our goal is to eventually get some bridging the gap buildings and some
Yes.
labs and put them all over the 757 and do it the BTG way. We have a saying, we do things the BTG way, and that's that creative and those meeting people where they are, and the concept of we want to get them in and then give them the knowledge.
Absolutely. So that's the actual machine there. So I got real training. Everyone that participate is real training on the machine. Now, Tam, that's one of the machines that'll be there tomorrow. That'll be featured tomorrow. The vinyl cutter.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. So
Levita.
that's
They will have you. We will be able to see probably the beginnings, maybe not every little step, but we're going to definitely show pictures of the vinyl cutting machine because we'll be right there in that area because that's our focus for
my
this workshop.
okay. Awesome. So let me keep going now. As you and now as you focusing on the STEAM preparation through the job training, the innovation, technology, it gives certified skills. Now, how are you able to make this a reality for the youth and everybody, the public? Because it sounds kind of pricey there. It sounds expensive.
Woo, girl, girl, and that's no, that's the
That part.
the I guess the hard part, I guess. You know, the easy part is the events and giving back, and I love that. You know, that's the but it's getting the funding and getting the support. And right now, we're in process of building a grant writing team. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use all opportunities to, yep, Milton Brown said, cash out the BTG way, which is true. Yes, at any time you can make a donation to Bridging the Gap Youth Program towards so many things, you know, so many different things that we do. And you can see it and be a part of it and come out.
Correct.
It
Correct.
makes Bridging the Gap so like special because to me, because it makes it where anybody can be a part of what we're doing. Yep. Look at my car club, the Chevy Boys and Girls of Virginia Beach. They just did a donation of giving back Thanksgiving basket. And they
Mm-hmm.
created the basket and handed it to Bridging the Gap and allow our organization to find the family to give it to. And these are the
Nice.
things that, yeah, that's Bridging the Gap.
Mm-hmm.
So when we say finances and you know how we pulling this off, because of great, you know, people like that car club and you know CAVA and Yemaya Solutions and uh, just so many different brands and businesses. And when we thought about the organization and creating this, right now we have tapped into some things.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say tapped into some things, like just discovering why our small businesses may not have all the opportunities we have. And
Mm-hmm.
once again, it falls under lack of knowledge and resources. We as an organization and I as an individual coming from an entertainment background have now became an agency
Mm-hmm.
to iHeartRadio, 103
Yeah.
Jams, 97 Moving, and 92 The Beat. And with that, we formed a relationship through our agency where we definitely want to take the lead and being the nonprofit that introduces entrepreneurship and small businesses to their website, yeah, to opportunities like correct price radio or getting it at the time when we're supposed to, you know. So as business owners, we're bridging the gap there for business owners by finding out the prices for commercials and promotions for your small businesses or your big business. And you may not
Mm-hmm.
know how to go in and pick out uh, and get the best prices for the radio and tracking it. And just like I said, something had been bridged in that, where I understood that now the big businesses would go and buy out the radio before the small businesses could get a chance to even get it. And the lack of knowledge of knowing about how to buy radio. Most of us don't as business owners. So we don't specialize. I specialize in marketing promotions, but other businesses don't. So they don't know to know. Yeah, that's making mass moves. Like I said, if you go to our website, btgyp.org, you can see a lot of what we've been doing in the community. We have a commercial that we had running on 107.7 moving for Christmas. And you'll be able to hear the commercial and then see the promo behind it of some of the things that we've been doing. But we're taking advantage as a business owner and as a nonprofit organization, of knowing the new knowledge of, hey, if I buy my radio time earlier, things could be a little different for me. And I do have an opportunity to be able to promote my business and my brand. I don't know if everyone knows this, but radio is 50% of how you get traffic to come to your company. It is. We can use social media. Those are percentages. But 50% of traffic coming to your business comes from radio. So please get with us, Bridging the Gap Youth Program. And you can get with Levita, because Levita is our publicist. So she falls under the radio side. And with the BTG Report, we're going to start featuring businesses and companies on this live with us and talk to other companies just like we're talking to me within this hour. And we're going to build with each other and give each other information. But for wanting consumers driven to your company, definitely you want to get with us. Yeah, the Crown Vic Boys and Girls Club of Virginia Beach will make a donation. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're doing a stocking stuffer campaign for Christmas. Like I can tell you all, the BTG staff always say you don't ever stop. You will keep creating them. And it's just the love, y'all. I normally do Christmas parties for the babies. And if you look on the website, you'll see the one we did at the Innovation Lab last year. And I feel some type of way. I'm not able to give back. So I sat, supposed to be sitting still, but no, I sat and went and created a stocking stuffer campaign where businesses and organizations can, and if you go to the website, btgyp.org, you'll see the flyer there. We've been collecting since December 1st, and we'll be collecting through December 20th for the stocking stuffer campaign, where businesses can stuff a stocking and put their brand inside the stocking, along with at least $30 worth of gifts. And I have giant stockings that I've gotten from Dollar General. So I have some, but if you want to create your stocking, you can go to Dollar General, get it, fill it in Dollar General. And, call me and I will pick it up. Or you can make a donation at BTG $, the BTG way. I'm sorry, you all. I have so many of them things to remember, but it's $, the BTG way, in order to make a donation to do a stocking for you. And I want to talk about one more thing.
Okay, go
ahead. Because I'm always creating creative ideas and concepts. Just about maybe, and I've been talking about this for about 2 or 3 years, but I sat and created a flyer, and I have a lot of the men in the community that are willing to help with sneakers, sneakerheads. I'm going after my sneakerheads.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the men in the community, if you have pretty much almost new, like, because a part of what we're trying to do is create the concept of us take care of us. So I always thought about this, you know, going back to school, Christmas time, you come back with their brand new clothes and their brand new shoes, fresh sneaks. Some parents spend $200 on a pair of sneakers. Pretty much wipe themselves out for Christmas, some people. And you have some youth who come back to school without much of anything. Okay. And a lot of our organizations give out toys, give out stuff, but we do not find a way to give out to the young adult side, the teens, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Some of them still need sneakers.
Yes.
They're out here mad because they can't get a fresh pair.
Yeah.
And want to take somebody's or hurt somebody or do something to somebody because they can't get a fresh pair of sneakers. So BTG, Bridging the Gap, is starting a campaign, and it's going to all my sneakerheads.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you all to, donate sneakers that you're not wearing anymore. You can go buy a pair of sneakers. I always say sometimes if we limit how much we spend on that $200 pair, we might can fit in another child.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
some of this bullying stems from some of that.
Yeah.
We can try to act like that it's not that. And we can try to tell youth, hey, don't feel that way because your homeboy got on them fresh Nikes and you came back to school without some fresh Nikes. It's human for them to feel that way. We're adults and we want to get fresh.
And that's where the kids get it from.
That's right. What make us think all of them don't want to be fresh?
Mm-hmm.
And because they can't get fresh, guess what? They taking off head.
Yeah.
And that's me speaking in meeting people where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding that, or going to sell things that they shouldn't sell, or robbing people they shouldn't rob, or doing things. And understand, I'm not about just giving things to people, because when I give these sneaks out, I'm gonna talk about the organization.
Yeah.
And what we out here doing.
Mm-hmm.
And how we want to try to help them change their lives, and give them and show them different people that look like them with all the jewelry, the tattoos, all the things that they identify with, and show them that these people own businesses, some of them college graduates, doing their thing and making good money. That's what we want to show. And have great opportunities and living good lives. So Bridging the Gap want to work on making sure that even with this sneaker program, that we're just touching everything, every little thing we can to bridge that gap. Because if we bridge that gap, we might stop that next bullying.
Yeah,
or that
correct.
next problem.
Correct.
And we can do it. It's us.
Mm-hmm. Correct. So if you want to add, I'll definitely ask you to talk about any upcoming events or anything that you any events that you. I know you have the artist spotlight showcase and any other
Yeah.
events coming up.
Well, that's kind of where I get the the name Coco the Plug. We just celebrated last night our anniversary, putting over 200 artists on 103 Jams with DJ Jack of Spade. I've been doing that for about 5 years in this area.
Mhm.
Uh-oh, that was a red and white party. You sure? Yes, you
So
all.
that
We
was
have a good time. You
yeah.
want to come and join with Bridging the Gap, because we definitely, we're doing it, having a good time while we're doing it. Beautiful ladies, entrepreneurship, business owners. We were on a red carpet on Sunday, you know.
And the weather
But
was beautiful. Ooh,
it
that weather was
was.
like 68 degrees at nighttime. It was just beautiful. It was a great event. A reggae, red and white affair. I didn't get the memo, but never mind that.
But I loved it, because guess what we did? That brung in the BTG spirit. You were the blue. We're red, white, and blue. So you were the
Yeah.
blue. So that was like, it was, to me, a lot of times I walk through life and I feel like things happen and I'd be like, "Ooh, this was God. He did this." So we had that sprinkle of sugar on what we doing. But
Yeah. Yes.
for upcoming events,
Look at
as I
Shea.
said, the Spotlight Showcase, that's something, like I said, 5 years running. I will never stop doing it. That's our way of connecting with independent artists. That's our way of giving exposure to the adults. And we plan to start a Spotlight Showcase for the youth soon. Been
Nice.
talking about it, but COVID kind of put a stop
In a
to it.
way.
I
Mhm.
had a great place where they wanted to do it too. I can't even speak about it, but it was awesome. But we're not gonna stop. We're gonna continue to do that. Just may have to hold back because of the restrictions and the things that the governor is putting out. Um, as for events for Bridging the Gap, we plan to do more workshops online, of
Mhm.
course, because we don't have a choice right now. Um, and you all will be able to connect with us. Especially, this is why I'm starting the BTG report.
Mhm.
I got a feeling we're about to be at home a little bit more than it has been, And I'm a person, I follow the wave. When I see the wave coming, I don't get behind the wave. I get on the wave. um, what else do we have coming up? Independent artists, business classes. Shea has those hiring classes she does. Bridging the Gap is a part of that, and we're going to introduce brand ambassadors. And as I
Mhm.
said, building a grant writing team for Bridging the Gap, and just a host of things for 2020. I probably won't start doing events or doing things again till some of this stuff is lifted for the nonprofit organization. And it is. You want to protect. I want to protect the youth. I don't want anyone to get sick on account of us, you know. So I kind of have took the initiative myself and really not doing and planning events and kind of following the governor's lead on that, just because we are not, see, a nonprofit organization is a government entity.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
Mhm.
We're a government entity, and it's certain things we have to follow, whether we want to or not. Because when we went into getting that license, we said we would do that.
Mhm.
So, and that, when you go in doing business, you have to know what you're going to get and know what you said you're going to do.
Mhm.
Every venue I go in, I have to have masks and sanitizer. I have to do that stuff
Mhm.
because I told the government as a nonprofit organization that this is what I would do.
Mhm.
And they gave me that license in exchange for saying that I would do those things,
Mhm.
even when they're not there to say to do it.
Yeah.
And it's about having integrity about your business,
Absolutely.
and wanting to protect the community. I'm big with wanting to protect the community. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. So I also wanted to give Shay a chance if she wanted to add any upcoming events that you have, Shay, anything that you wanted to share about anything upcoming that they can partake in.
Yeah, I do have my last recruiting event coming up this Friday. Working alongside with Bridging the Gap, it has definitely opened that door for me. So I thank you, Tam, for putting me in a position to again help people. But this is going to be on Friday, at the Brooks Crossing work. This is the workforce side. You do have to wear your mask. COVID-19 is fully enforced. And Levita, I shared my website if you want to pull it up. On the contact us part, you can actually go there to sign up, and I will get your information and contact you, so you can be available to go. When I say recruiting, that means I'm hiring on demand. As long as you're able to pass all of the registration that's
Hold
necessary
on.
needed to be qualified, you will have a job. So anybody that's really looking for a job, really work, ever thought about working from home, this is the opportunity. So it's there. It's just, making the initiative to come out and, see what we got going on. It starts at 2 o'clock. It's from 2:30, and that entire time is used. So I advise you to not be late, get there on time, check in, and we cover some very good information. You're getting
Yes.
the opportunity to work for different clients like Home Depot or TurboTax, Comcast Internet, Prince Carnival. So these are just some of the different companies that you can choose to work for. And again, like Tamara said, you have the chance to learn more about with the nonprofit, being a brand ambassador, learning how to write grants. Who wouldn't want to learn how to write grants?
Okay.
Just get the chance to learn these things. This is a workshop that's going to be provided. We're having the last one Friday, and we'll resume back on in January of 2021. So the information there for that, and I hope to see you guys out there. Other than that, I'm with BTG every day. So anything else outside of that, that's where I'll be.
And
That's
and
fine.
and
I'm making
just
sure I get
about
all. Mhm. Go ahead. Go
just
ahead,
to
Tom.
bounce off. I'm sorry, just to bounce off what Shay was saying. This is who we want to partner with. Is companies like this who are wanting to give jobs to the community. Oh, we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, boys and girls. Boys and girls.
That's Steve
Chevy.
R. Brown. Steve R.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I say all the names wrong sometimes, but I appreciate they just made a donation to Bridging the Gap. We appreciate it. Yeah, the boys and girls,
That's for
Chevy
everybody
Club
else.
of Virginia Beach.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, just introducing companies like
Mhm.
Shanetta's company and bringing that to the community. And we join in with her to promote it. And, because opportunity, resource, that's what Bridging the Gap believes in. So, internal in our company, she has her own company
Mm-hmm.
that we turn around and help her promote her company to the community as well. This is
Mm-hmm.
how we bridge the gap.
Correct. And that's awesome that Shay. I know it's not showing the entire link, but I'll just go back to the one that's correct. So that's awesome that Shay has jobs for the community. So people that are looking to work from home, this is the perfect time to be, working from home and making money from home. So this is awesome that Shay has this. That's her website. So you can. I'm sorry. That's the link for. That's the link for the virtual.
Yep. No,
Okay,
that's the
so
link for my website. So you would go to the contact us, Go to the
Mm-hmm.
contact us section, and there's a form you fill out, and it comes right to me, and I will contact you and make sure that you are able to come and sit in with us. And also with this workshop, because of COVID, the space is very limited. I can only get with so many people. So first come, first serve. If you're seriously considering, I still have a couple of more spaces left. Just go to that website right there, yemayasolutions.vistaprintdigital.com, and go to contact us, fill out the form, and I will contact you immediately so you can be added in on this workshop. And again, it's a recruiting event. So as long as you're able to pass all the qualifications, you will have a job when you walk out the door.
Awesome,
Wow.
awesome. So they going online. So I'm gonna pull your website up in 1 second. So we saw, but while I'm doing that, please Shay, continue to share your social media if you accept donations, and then I'll allow Tam to do the same.
Yes, you can accept donations at dollar sign Yemaya Solutions. I can put it in here for you to share. And
Okay.
like I said, most of my any donation on my end normally just goes to bridging the gap, especially with the toy drive that she has right now. We want to get some toys for these kids. So any donation coming to me is going to go to the toy drive that we have for bridging the gap right now. But that's as far as events. That's the main event that I have at this time is just the workshops on Friday. I've been actually doing it for the month of December. So the last one will be this Friday.
Okay. So you all, this is the live website for Yemaya Solution.
And
Okay. We got
in
job.
addition, yeah, in addition to that, outside of the virtual center, call center, I do offer business solutions. So I help, people that need help with contracts, business plans, things that some businesses need. So that's something that I can definitely sit down and have, help with that as well. But like I said, the
Mhm.
virtual call center, that's my baby. So I just really
Right.
want to provide these jobs for this community, for the community, because speaking with a lot of people, it's sad. It's sad to hear how you never know what somebody's going through, but
Mhm.
it's just it's good to be able to give back somehow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Feels great. And giving people jobs is one of the greatest things that they can do. So please, Tam, go ahead and share. Also, Tam, any social media, um, any I know I shared your website, but anything additional that you want to share.
Well, the website,
Mm-hmm.
btgyp.org. You can go on and see some of the things we're doing and some of the workshops we organize and do. And if you feel like you fit for some of these workshops, just as, the community, we definitely, take in people. We do community service hours. So if you have court ordered, mandatory, internship, school hours, Bridging the Gap does all those things. And starting next year, like we have a new office in Newport News and just some partnerships and some things coming up. So we're gonna have that place where you'll be able to go and do your community service the BTG way. I even have it,
Mm-hmm.
you all, where I will give community service hours for social media promotions. So if you can show that you're a brand ambassador and that you can show a certain level of knowing how to promote our mission and our events and things like that, we will give community service hours. Right now with COVID, listen, people don't have a choice. You have to adapt to what
Yeah.
is going on. So, we know that social media is a great platform for a nonprofit organization. So volunteers and like I said, community service, all those things by just sharing and promoting is helping. You can make a donation at $ the BTG way and just telling other people, you know, you all can kind of look at and see some of the stuff we're doing. And those you see standing, Toby's to the left in that first picture. That's who had us gave us the recording studio. You see me, she's to my left on the end. And she came from, I think she was living in Ohio then, but she came when we did the grand opening and we featured some of the youth called the Teeny Boppers that had been working with our company. We let those youth also got a chance to open up for the for state property at the Nova. Those babies right there got to open up on that big stage in Norfolk, thanks to CAVA Milton Brown. Those are the type of things that he's been doing a long time to change people's lives. Yeah. You know, just that type of opportunity, you all. I'm not an artist, but I work with a lot of artists and I have for a long time. And exposure and opportunity is one of the biggest things that artists rely on. So Milton Brown has been doing a lot of strong things in the community for a long time, y'all, and just giving opportunity to people. And just sometimes we need to learn more about the business we in.
Correct.
So we can know what we doing, because we might have, he been doing it 15 years. So it's people that probably did this and don't even understand what it was that they did when they did it. I'm 8 years in now and I'm understanding more from learning so much from him through that entertainment side. So I tell you all, knowledge is power. When you have knowledge, you feel confident, you feel strong that you can go out here and accomplish anything. You know, and that's what the BTG report is about. We're going to sit here and give knowledge, and we're going to bring on people that are going to give knowledge, and we're going to do it the BCG way.
Correct.
Our way, you know, and I think a lot of people are going to like this. And if you're a business owner, you have an organization, and you want to come on and be a part of this talk, the BTG report, and report what you're doing in the community and how you're giving back. And if you're an entrepreneur, what type of business you have. And, you know, it was something they put out. Knowledge is power. I'll tell you again. They said that, and I read this, in 2021, no one should be creating business that does not have purpose attached to it. And what that means is when you're creating your business, of course, we have all these great ideas and all these great things that we feel like are going to make all this money. But when we're doing it, we need to have purpose with it too.
Correct. And that's what this brings is purpose. It encompasses the youth, and it brings up natural skills where people can actually make money, not only with jobs with Shea, but build their skills through, you know, equipment and machinery of today, of the current time. So, and if somebody say, well, that's a bit much to me, I have something else I would like to do. I'm an artist. I want to stay in my artist lane. Okay, then she has the artist, and then Shea can help you. And Shea can help, you know, what she doing with me too, help, you know, broaden what you're doing, as well as bridging the gap. And did you talk about that, Tim? Did you talk about your promotion packages through bridging the gap?
No, I didn't get to the grow your brand package. And the grow your brand package is something that took some time, years to develop, just from seeing the needs of our business owners
Yes.
and connecting things to our business owners in a certain type of way
Mm-hmm.
where they're receiving the information. It was like when I was talking about the commercials earlier, with the radio station and
Mm-hmm.
understanding how to buy commercials and
Mm-hmm.
when to buy them. And
Mm-hmm.
with us, like the Grow Your Brand package, I even being an agency now, I have it where you can make payments to me
Mm-hmm.
with for your brand or business to gain commercials.
Yeah.
So the Grow Your Brand
Mm-hmm.
package is the introduction to promotions, branding. We
Mm-hmm.
already doing events and doing things consistently all the time. Like if you look at the bottom of that flyer she just put up, it has logos on it. We're consistently
Oh yeah.
always promoting something, an event, a workshop, something. So we always have something to put your brand on, promote you through social media. As I said, we're doing radio now. We do hand-to-hand promotions. We do word of mouth promotions, the old school in that package. We go to
Guerrilla
old
marketing.
school. That's
Guerrilla
what that's
marketing.
what B that's right. That's what the BTG report is about.
Mm-hmm.
Having a platform for businesses that we're connecting with through the Grow Your Brand package to be able to come on and sit and talk about their company and have people become more familiar the way that you're doing with Bridging the Gap
Mm-hmm.
right now. I
Right.
love this. You
Yeah.
know, it is
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
definitely, yes, it's definitely needed for business owners and people and organizations so people can get a better understanding of what we're trying to deliver. Sometimes
Yeah.
you ask me to name my packages and the different things I'm promoting. And what I had to realize is as a nonprofit organization, just like anything you're going to do, you want to be the biggest and the best. And we want to
Mm-hmm.
be as big as Salvation Army, United Way,
Yeah.
Goodwill. That's our goal.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to do that, we have to be in everyone's home, on the radio. We got to be in your hand, and we got to be everywhere. And other business owners and organizations can ride this with us and be a part
Mm-hmm.
of these great promotional platforms and campaigns and creative ideas you know and it's bridging the gap. That's all it is utilizing each other and our skills and the things we have to offer and bringing them all full circle and bringing it together. So the Grow Your Brand package is what we offer in order to connect everyone, give them promotions, get their brand out here. And it's a monthly fee that a person can pay as a business owner, and you use it when you need it. The artist, you use it
Right.
when you need it. Models, you use it when you need it. You know, so say an artist has a new album that's coming out. He doesn't all may not always need my Grow Your Brand package, but he needs it for this new album that he has coming out because guess what? I'm Coco the Plug. Yeah. I put artists on the radio. We connected on how to get artists that would never get their music played on the radio in
Mm-hmm.
in, in a rotation form. Right now
Mm-hmm.
in Virginia, we're not a market where independent talent music can be played that way.
Yes.
So, with the Grow Your Brand package for independent talent, we tapped in with how to get artist music played on the radio, but a different way. And it's through
Mm-hmm.
commercial.
Yes. Correct. Correct.
And when
I'm
I
here.
say she said guerrilla marketing, that's right. For
Mm-hmm.
even artists, we do
Mm-hmm.
guerrilla marketing.
Yes.
So, and your business,
Mhm.
guerrilla market,
Mhm.
and remember what I said, 50% of your consumer comes from the push from radio,
The
whether it's
radio, correct.
commercial, digital. When we listen to Pandora, think about those commercials that come across Pandora. Well, those are the type of commercials we can get for you
Yes, that's
if you
awesome.
want an example. So it doesn't just put you in the Virginia market, it puts you in a lot of markets with
Mhm.
your brand. So if
Yes.
you try to go worldwide, like we are, bridging the gap, trying to be all over the world.
Whoa. Yeah.
you know, I think you'll want to get with us and to grow your brand package, utilize some of the things that we have to offer for promotions. We've been promoting for a long time. Yes, gamers, streamers. Yes, the promotions that we're doing with the radio, they will promote anything, long as you're a business or a brand.
Yep.
Like we don't have to know any longer feel blocked out because we feel like we're doing something that we don't know how to get on the radio. That's not true. Long as it's can't be anything that shouldn't be sold publicly. But if you're a business and you're a brand, yes, we can get you. Can we go to see these packages? What you can do is email us and we'll send you the package.
So your email is BTGYP, right? I mean, wait, what's your
It's
email?
it's BTG Youth Program at gmail.com. And what we'll do is we will email you back a grow your brand package and do a short consultation with you and figure out what exactly you need through the radio so you can get the best from what you're spending. See, that's another thing that I heard complaints from business owners and concert promoters and different people who have bought radio over time. Man, I paid $10,000 for radio. I barely hear my commercial. Well,
Wow.
not with Bridging the Gap and grow your
Gonna
brand
hear
and
your
Coco the
commercial.
Plug.
You're
You
gonna
are
hear
not.
your
It's not
commercial.
happening because I'm going to have it down to the second of when your commercial is being played. That's what you pay for with the grow your brand is somewhat having a manager, somewhat to help manage some of the things that you have going on. And someone who specializes in something you may not specialize in, which is marketing and promotions. That's one thing I've discovered, and I did read this. Marketing and promotions is the least thing that people want to pay for.
But it's the most needed because if people
I
do not
know.
know where you at or how to get to you, how you gonna get seen? If they don't know you exist, how you gonna get the business?
I agree. People do not understand that you cannot sit still in your store and think that people are going to just drift in there. Sometimes, not unless you're on a high traffic area,
Right.
or
And you
you,
still missing the whole world when
that's
you.
true. It's
So
true. So, marketing and promotions is, we're going to talk more. It's the most, and you're right, Travis. It is the most important piece. It is. And so often, I tell a story about over the years because it happened to me. Uh, I print out flyers for an event and I give them to my home girl, and I think she's gonna give out flyers for me. And I get in her car and the whole stack of flyers is in her door. This even business owners, y'all. Your cousin, she not gonna give out. They not gonna do it. This is why you have to go get people who specialize in that and are hired to do that as a service. Then you know that it's being done.
Mm-hmm.
That made me feel so bad getting that call, seeing no flyers. My money was wasted and my event wasn't promoted. So now, I feel like I lost both ways. And the person probably, I'm going to tell you something, they ain't thought 1 minute about, because they don't specialize in that. And a lot of times they're not an entrepreneur or business owner. So, because they're, yes, Keisha, harsh reality, but they're not. So they want to help you. Yes. They'll share. Yes. But actually doing the actual work of promoting your brand or your business, nope, 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 nope. I had to learn the hard way. And I'm talking about being attached to things that I've lost so much money because I'm thinking that people are going to do this because they're a part of it or something for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not true. And these are the social issues that we're going to talk about on the BTG report. Because these are things that business owners and entrepreneurs and people like us are suffering through. We're wanting to do business with each other and wanting to do better in the community. We're suffering, a lot of us, in silence because, sometimes it's a disconnection in looking like us, doing business with us, and communication between us. So it's not that we don't want to do business with each other. It's sometimes it's the communication, it's the lack of knowledge of understanding the business that the person is presenting. And I have to be honest. I just have to be honest. We've been trained to accept business from other people so long.
And we are too. We
Yeah.
are. We gonna keep
Yeah,
it coming for y'all. Y'all
we
know I'm the voice for the community. So we gonna
that's
keep our
right.
focus on the community. It's a triple threat here. Every day, what
Yeah.
Tam and myself, it's a lot that you could get done. So that's why we came together to work together to continuously bring this to the people. Because all three of
Yeah,
us are about the people.
that's
So yeah.
right. It's just important to give the knowledge and just
Mhm.
share with each other. Sometimes we hold back information, thinking that somebody may surpass us or something. But what's meant for you is meant for you. And if you
Mhm.
work hard and keep at it, it's going to, consistency is everything. Everything.
That's right.
Mhm. That's true.
Yes.
That's right.
We here doing it.
Yes.
We doing it.
Yes, ma'am.
Preach. Yes. A conglomerate. That's what's important. Like, it's no I in team.
Mhm.
They say that, and that's a real thing. It's not. And in order to move, see, a machine has different parts: a crank, a nut, a thing that's spinning, and
Axles, bells,
we're
springs.
machines, and every part, we need every part from each other in order to move forward with things.
Mhm.
Yeah. I listen, I tell people sometimes I talk so much, but you'll learn a wealth of things. And it just come from me just wanting to talk sometimes.
That's why.
So we
That's why I
take it.
got the podcast for the talkers. For the talkers.
That's
I
right.
said, this is perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad it was good for you, Keisha. And we're gonna feature you and your company on here, and as I said, it's just about building and using these platforms. This stuff is created for us. We can't be behind on everything. We have to be up on everything. And it seems like so many things we've been left behind on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just because lack of knowledge, paying attention, you know what I'm saying? And just doing it sometimes. We procrastinate sometimes. Things that we need to do, things that we need to get done. Sometimes we don't do it. And that's where grow your brand come in too. We'll do
Yeah.
it for you.
And I
So
just wanted to highlight Shea because Shea sent me the correction for her cash out. It's an S at the end. It's an S at the end. We added the S. So we want to make sure you send your donations to the correct place, okay? Or just go again to her website. Just go to her website. So yes. Yeah. Yes,
So
Dana.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I
so
agree.
that's what
We are much, much, much
supporting.
more powerful together. And that's what bridging the gap is about. Bridging the gaps. And them holes that are there, piling on top of so we can become strong and can do anything, you know. Just this innovation thing, you all, the 1.8 to 2.4 million STEM and innovation jobs not being filled by our youth has fired me up so much. So um we are having to want to be powerful. So this
Mm-hmm.
information, and we can kind of, some things got to be opened up. I keep it real. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Now, you know,
Yeah.
and those numbers are looking very, very, very. What I miss, yay?
No, Jesse said he on the computer.
It's when I get my first going like this.
Yeah, Levita is the bomb. She is the
She is.
bomb. She is. Yes,
Tell him I had
I
to learn this
agree.
and work it out too. I just really learned this last week. I
Yes.
did a lot of trial and error. A lot of shows
Well,
where I was taking 2 hours, supposed to been on air trying to get tech right. So I understand you need help. Shoot.
that's right. Team. So when I've been talking about doing this for a while, and I knew Levita would be able to hit it right on the nose. She has a lot of skills as for promotions, you all, brand building, things like that. So even on this live, this podcast or this live that we're doing, we're going to feature companies, brands, and businesses, and grow people's brands while we're up here.
Now they
You
say,
may.
what if they can't afford it? Then we gonna send you to Shea to get a job. We got we gonna get
That
you
was a
employed with
good
Shea.
one, Lavina. That was a good one. And she is 100% correct. But what I will tell you is, if they can't afford it, especially for the radio, that's what I was talking about. Us putting ourselves in position as the agency now, that gives us a value to the radio station where they're taking us on our word that you're going to make payments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With a job.
And
With a job with Shea.
yes, I agree. Get the
I'll help you
job
get
with
your
Shay.
deposit in. I'll help you get your deposit together.
That's right. So then, see, we all bridging the gap.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what is so important is if someone needs that job or needs that opportunity, they don't got to go look nowhere. I have a Rolodex of so many entrepreneurs around me. So if you come to me and you say, I need a job, I got some people. Now, do you want to work? That's a whole different
That's
thing.
Whole soul. Look, we're gonna help you with a lot of things. We can help build those skills, but you have to want to. That's the only thing we don't have is making you want it. If you want it, we got you. But you
That's
first got
right.
to want it.
That's
So
right. Yeah, because we're hard workers. Yeah, you need to call us the night Keisha. I know that's right. I love it. That's why I was saying you all this Coco the fuck. Thank you, babe. Look, we gonna create our own party, and They keep us home, but we gonna talk some talk while we at home. And by the time they let us back out, we gonna be ready.
Period. Period.
Yes, that's what it's about. It's armoring up, armoring up for what is about to come. I know you know something about to come. So, when I was talking about talking about that, we would be talking about social issues and things like that. This kind of wasn't a real target about that, but you know, there's some things to come going on in this world. And in this podcast or this live, we're going to talk about those things.
It's gonna be both. I'm gonna download it as a podcast, so it's both.
Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about these things. We're going to make people aware of knowledge that we know and things, and not, I don't believe in giving people wrong information. That's one thing I'm very much against, is giving wrong information. So, things that we plan to talk about, we're going to research before we get on here and be just talking. And we're going to have people who specialize in things so they can give us the real information. Like I'm going to bring on the radio rep from 103 Jam. I'm going to bring on my connect.
We're gonna see if Jack want to do a promotional feature just so people know, like, it's a real solid connection here. So yeah.
Oh yeah, like that. Yes, that right there is concrete. That's my bro in radio. That's my bro in radio. And when I say that to say, we move through life. That's why I said doing things the BTG way. Y'all know, your bros. You got when you coming up the way we came up and having to come together and help each other. You have those bros and those people that you can rely on, that I know as a single mom, my kids are grown now, but as a single mom, I know how hard it was to try to do everything all the time. So relying on those strong men in the community that would uplift us and come through, and if I need to move, come help me move. Like I got one bro, don't matter, I don't care if I move to Timbuktu, he coming to move.
Ooh, they tagged all them people.
Oh, we appreciate y'all. Oh, blessings, man. Blessings,
gratitude.
Blessings.
All those people. Gratitude.
That's what it's about, is turning people on to things that they may not have even knew that they need, and thinking about the people around you and what they need. We can't always hand each other $1, but we can hand each other knowledge. Like we can't hand $1 every time, or give a ride, or the things that we be feeling like each other let each other down because we weren't able to do that. Knowledge. Give me some knowledge. And I'm gonna love you for life. Understand? And a person made a statement to me yesterday, and I say it's an old saying, but if you teach a person to fish, they can eat forever. If you give them a fish, they only eating that day. I probably said it backwards, but you all know what I mean.
That was right. You teach them, they eat forever.
Yeah, a person, you want to be able to help your people eat forever, man. That's what I'm about, is making sure that if I get these babies connected to engineering and music and schematics, and they come out of high school at 20 and go and become engineers and making 5 figures, then they can take care of their family. Their family can take care of their family, And then the entrepreneurs, the youth that want to be entrepreneurs, giving them guidance right first. You all know how many times I bumped my head as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Bump this, split it open, trying to do it. And we want to teach our youth early that want to open their own businesses. Because one thing I do believe in, it's up to us when you're an entrepreneur how much money you make.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't make money or you don't make opportunity, because opportunity makes money. See, you gotta still bumping their mind. Yes, opportunity makes money. So when you create more opportunity, you create more opportunity to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, sometimes we have to see opportunity and see the future of what it can bring.
Mm-hmm.
Like this nonprofit organization, you all, nonprofit is just what it say, no profit at times, of course, but it is the business side of it. And with us wanting to grow to be who we're going to be, we're going to have jobs and things created just like any other company, but we're building. But
Mm-hmm.
when I say this to say, you know, could imagine how many opportunities I have to take right now. How many opportunities that I just have to take just to attach ourselves to business entities. And I have to use those partnerships as value,
Mm-hmm.
not money. I have
Mm-hmm.
to say, and coming from where we come from, because I didn't go to college and business school. I came from the hard knock life in the streets and hustle game. So, having to, you know, learn how to say this right here is going to value me in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So let me work with this right now. So in the future, it'll bring me that bag back. Got to teach this to our youth too, you all.
She said,
Woo!
"What age? What age do you work with as far as youth?"
Ah, we were when we first created it, we were targeted. Um, just like credit. You're right. We were targeted for the teens, but I see how early now and how mature the youth are. When I do events with the younger ones, they come grab the mic and they want to be right there. So, um, right now we're age ranging from 10 to 22 because we do youth and young adults. Now everybody's separate and things because we offer all those vast of different events. So with the spotlight showcase, that's for adults, 18 and up. I try to depend on where I'm at and what venue I'm in. But
Mm-hmm.
that opportunity is for 18 and up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bridging the gap there for the young adults that are into music, that want to get on the radio, want to get a chance to perform in front of DJ Jack Spade, or get a chance to open up at concerts and gain marketing and promotions from the Grow Your Brand. All of those things we expose to them through those shows and those showcases. And then from the 10-year-old side, it's that iLab and the workshops that we've created because we've sat down and created real curriculums that fall on the music, modeling, and business development. So in these curriculums, we're meeting people where they are. We really are. And we're bringing those creative ideas and then giving the resources. So age range is 10 to 22. That is, the age range for the youth and the young adults that we are targeting. And then adults. I mean, any age can come in and be a part of Bridging the Gap Youth Program. The one of the reasons why I think like that is because how can a parent help their child live a dream if they've never lived one?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Correct. Period. Period. And they have to tap into some resources. So, ladies, I'm gonna have you all go back over again what it is you do, how people can get in touch with you, what you're offering, just a whole recap before we get closing out because there's some more different people on here, and I know some fresh ears can hear it. And
Yeah.
Shay talking to that
Shay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first.
Okay. Yeah. So again, Yemaya Solutions dot vistaprintdigital.com. This upcoming Friday, I will be having a recruiting event where I will be hiring on the spot for people to come in to have an opportunity to learn how to work from home. It will be from 2 to 4:30 at the Brooks Crossing Workforce Development. It's downtown Newport News on 550. It's 550 30th Street, and that's in Newport News. It's Suite 102,
mic.
and that's going to be this Friday at the 18th of December from 2 to 4:30. And that's my website there again, YemayaSolutions.vistaprintdigital.com. And I thank you
Hold
everybody
on.
for tuning.
Let me share. Wait, don't go. Wait, don't stop yet. Hold on, Shay. I'm gonna just do one last share for you.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, out here, but I can
Look at this
what you're
awesome
doing.
promo. Shoo.
So
Any
that's Shay's
business,
website.
the
And like I
BTG
said,
report. Get ready, y'all. 2021. Look how your Maya solution is being highlighted right now.
and you can go to the contact us page. If you look up there in the contact us tab, you'll see the form, and just go in there, fill it out, and it'll come to me, and I will contact you immediately.
And you all, this
Yes,
has been
that's
so
what.
good. We only planned on staying on like an hour, but look how we done ran over and just having a good time talking to everybody. So, I don't know how long we're gonna do this every week, but and I think I've decided I want to do it every week, Levita.
Yeah, yeah. We agreed on every week. Yeah,
Okay.
we agreed on every week.
I think, like I said, I just think that
And
is
if you would
needed.
like,
Yeah, we had
and if
agreed
you would
on
like,
every week. I'm sorry, Shay. Was you talking, Shay? I'm sorry.
I know that my voice is so low. No, I was saying if you would, I see
Okay, there
somebody
we
had
go. Now
asked
we
if
can
you
hear
want
you.
to hire. Yeah, that's the registration page. You can go there and fill that out. I will put my name in here. So if you look me up on Facebook, if you want to get a flyer, then I can send you a flyer through the direct message.
Okay. Yes, honey. She got you ready. So you can sign up, get that job. If money is the issue, she got you. She has a virtual call center, business consultant, web design, and event management. Shay helping me too, just like Tim helping me. Both of them are helping me. We help each other.
That's right. Bridging the
So
gap.
yes, my
And
computer
this is
loading
almost
slow.
like a group that we're gonna start, where you kind of have like other people to rely on,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I say other people to hold accountable, like bridging the gap. Like
Correct.
yeah, we're real strong with like work ethic and like really trying to deliver the things that we say. Sometimes, as I said, it's just understanding a misconnection, a disconnection in business sometimes with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we can get some understanding, than between each other, maybe, we can unite more and bridge the gap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm willing to give my time
Completely.
to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to give my time because we all need support sometime in what we doing.
Yes, we do.
And you all are going to be able to
Yeah.
use the BTG report as a support system, almost where you can come
Completely.
on, like Keisha said, she needed this today, you know,
Yeah.
travel life, travel lifestyles is Keisha's business.
Oh,
And
uh,
yeah, Keisha was up here, you know. Yep, we have a flyer, something small, but we're gonna create something a little bit more information starting for the new year.
Okay, hold on. Let me say this. So Dana said she got a young lady, and I'm gonna switch to you, Tam, so you could. I'm gonna bring up your website while you go over what you're offering.
Well, so much. Good gracious. Well, tomorrow, part of the reason why we sped up um, the BTG report was because we have a great opportunity where we will be partnering with ODU. They are our partners. ODU will be there tomorrow with us on Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
and they will be helping me. I'm going to do my design of how youth and young adults can make masks at home at an inexpensive cost, and parents. And then they've came in with a engineering design for the mask that I designed. Look how, I mean, it's just so awesome. And then you all will be able to get a virtual tour of the building. You'll meet Dr. Giles, and she's going to present some other avenues to the machines that connect to jobs and things that are going on in the medical field and COVID. So you all, these people are, Coco the plug, yes, and they are like I call them my friends, but they're my partners, and they are willing to come and spend their time today and tomorrow at 3 p.m. On Zoom. And what I'm asking is if you're interested in going on this Zoom to present your email address on this live, or you can, if you don't want to put it in the live, you can inbox Levita, and Levita will forward me your email address, and I will send you the Zoom invite. We're trying to make sure we protect that, people who are not supposed to be on this Zoom are not there. And ODU does put a lot of things in place to make sure that that doesn't happen. But with us trying to get this done and get it out, the registration has ran out. So we decided to push and put out the BTG report early because we wanted to get the message out about the vinyl printing workshop that we have tomorrow at 3 p.m. And all you have to do is send me or Levita. You can put it in my inbox as well, Shea's too, and let them know, hey, we're interested in the Zoom presentation tomorrow at 3 p.m. Now, we also have a limited, because of COVID, amount of space for someone who wants to physically come and see the lab. And if you're looking at those pictures that Levita is showing you, you go to the website, the btgyp.org, you'll be able to see little parts of the lab. But if you're interested in coming and actually touring the lab, you can also inbox me or Levita or Shea and let us know and we will see if it's still space for you to attend the tour. Um, as I said, very, very, very important to start exposing this building to the community. You know, the 1.8 to 2.4 million STEM and innovation jobs that are not being filled by our youth, I feel like are just because of lack of exposure to what STEM and innovation brings in the job world. And this building does that to the T. And then we had them design some other paperwork that connects a one-sheeter that a parent or a child can easily read and connect themselves to something they love to do with their hands or that is inventive, and it turns into opportunities for a job. So yes, I appreciate anyone that is wanting to attend the Zoom or come to the lab physically.
If anyone
Um,
wants some details, Travis, you had asked to DM you. I did send you the flyers and the link as well for the registration. So if anybody does want that information, just say me in the comments and I'll shoot it right over to you now on Facebook.
Let me say this, and Shay, I may have not caught you up, but the registration is closed.
Oh,
So they can't
wow.
register that way. So this is
Okay,
why we're wanting them to go ahead and send us their email,
okay.
because we want to try to still get people logged on
I'm sorry, I
that
definitely
want to see it. It's
got you.
okay,
But I do
you
have the
know.
flyer, at least for the
Yeah.
tour. At least for the tour. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What about the flyer for the printing?
um,
The Making Mass Moves one.
I can send that one too.
Yeah. Um, and then the next thing we have is the BTG Stocking Stuffer campaign. So from December 1st to December 20th, we have been collecting toys and donations to do stockings for the youth. And we're going to go out in the community. We have one targeted place we're going to go to, and that's Scott Waldo Center in Newport News. And we're going to go there. And then, you know, you can inbox me or hit me up if you know anyone that need, you know, their youth are in need of gifts for Christmas. I'm not saying we have a whole lot in the most extravagant things. And I just started a sneaker campaign that I'm going to have all my bros and my homies and my other entrepreneurs donate sneakers so we can give out sneakers in the community. And that's something I probably will continue, not just Christmas. That's something we're going to probably continue in 2021. You can make a donation to $ the BTG way on Cash App. And once again, as I said, I'm just appreciative of us wanting to come together and do the BTG report. I think that it's going to be a great opportunity for other business owners. And I think I remember somebody saying, hey, review those promotional packages again. The radio, yes. 107.7 moving, 92 to beat, and 103 jams. And I even have 87.72. I'm working on solidifying some things with them. But we definitely have iHeartRadio on lock, and that is for radio commercials, that is for digital streaming, and it is to get your brand out. And in our promotional packages, as I said, we do a grow your brand. So you're going to grow your brand with Bridging the Gap, and then radio is included. So we're going to sit down with you and figure out the best things that we can do each month that will help you grow your brand. And like I said, you may need us 1 month, 2 months, A person may have a new campaign or a new product or a new song or just want to get their brand pushed and need someone else to assist them. It always, have you noticed it always looks good to see someone else promoting you? So, like, that's what we do. We kind of are like your manager or your promotional company or your PR rep or your, because coming through the Grow Your Brand package, these ladies come with Bridging the Gap. So even though they have their own individual companies, when you do Bridging the Gap, then you get to interact with Shanetta and you get to interact with Levita and a host of other people that are inside of our Rolodex that help us grow your brand. Because we don't grow your brand by ourselves. And we never sit and think we do. But I will say, over years, it has taken a lot of time to build this Rolodex of what we can bring to you as a business and a brand, and as a nonprofit organization, what we can bring to the community. So you can visit btgyp.org. We're on Facebook, Bridging the Gap Youth Program. I'm Tamara Wills on Facebook. I'm BTGYP on Instagram. Cash App, $ the BTG way. If you notice, in everything I'm saying, BTG is there. These are some of the things in Grow Your Brand that we teach people, that you have to connect your brand in order for the consumers to be able to follow you and follow what you do and want your product. Yeah, just another little jewel while we're on here. And those are the jewels you're going to get from us, from being on this live and on this podcast that we plan to do once a week. And, it's just about content. As a business, when you're promoting and you're putting yourself out there, you want to have as much content out in the world as you can. You never know who you're going to bring to you. So what I will say is, yep, Keisha, Coco, thank you. What I will say is I want to thank Levita again for researching and figuring out. A lot of times I appreciate my people, my staff, the people that are around me. I can name them all, but it's a lot of people that I've been bridging the gap for a long time. Lisa Lassiter, just it's so many, Patina, Shea, and Shamika Copeland, and Milton Brown, and Cameron Figueroa, and Matthew Gallagher. And it's just so many different people you all that over the years have given their time to our organization. And we appreciate every bit. Thank you again, Steve Brown, for the donation and all that your car club does for us. And there are new partners, y'all. Just new people are always coming and wanting to be a part of what we're doing, because we do make it where it's fun, it's exciting, but you're learning, you're growing. Like I told people with my community service, how many times have you heard people gaining skills from hanging clothes up? You don't gain too many skills from hanging clothes up. And of course, we want to clean up our community, but not too many skills are gained from that either. So through our organization, we want to, through our community service, give skills to people. So when they leave us from whatever it was, whether it was trouble while they having to do their community service and it's court ordered, or if it was volunteer, or it was college, or when they come and they leave, they've left with a skill, not just doing community service for our nonprofit organization. People always turn around and come back. That's one thing. I've never seen it. They always come back. We all do have something to offer, Dana. You are so right. And that's what it's about. Wanting to offer that what we do have. And we just have to be willing and open our hearts more and be more forgiving of whatever we feel. Of course we all been hurt. We all been damaged in some ways by different things, whether it was business and relationships, whatever. But we have to start forgiving each other. Forgive, love. Sometimes I have to talk to myself because it's human nature sometimes to feel these things. But in order to move forward and be better and bridge the gap, we have to learn to just forgive each other and just be better to each other. And like Dana said, see that everyone has something to offer. Like, we're an organization and we're a business. I've always been like this, you all in the community. I take everybody. Everybody. I do not discriminate. Now, of course, in certain areas that maybe because of whatever you got going on, I might have to put you here or do it like that. But I take everybody. We don't judge. In my events where we put people on the radio, if they feel like they got a radio hit, guess what? Coco the Plug gonna let you perform. Now, Jack gonna tell you whether it's a hit or not me. Because if he picks you, then that's when you're put on the radio. And that's 5 years we've been doing that. So I tell people, if you're an artist and you're somewhere creating music and you're telling yourself, I got a hit. Well, we created the blueprint over here where you can come and perform that in front of the person who's been doing it for 20 years and picking hits and putting them on the radio. So when I say blueprints for pretty much anything that people want to do in business, Bridging the Gap, Coco the Plug, CAVA, Shea Butter, Yemaya Solutions, Levita, Shamika, all these different people, Keisha, all these different people have different things that we can bring to each other. As I said, we just have to be willing to want to bridge the gap. And that's what the BTG report is about. So we're running into 2 hours, you all. And I think that we've given a wealth of information. I think that we've made people very interested in wanting to come on here once a week with us. Tell your friends about it. Tell people what we're doing once a week. And if you want to be featured on here, as I said, you can inbox any 3 of us. Because, I'm not saying all 3 of us will be on here each week, but we're all making a commitment to saying that this is what we're going to do. And this is one of our ways of giving back, is by sitting on here and talking and giving a platform for other businesses and other organizations and people who just need somebody to talk to. Like Keisha said, she needed this today. Just need somebody to talk to about business. Ask a question. Something might have been on your mind all day about business. Well, we could be up here talking and you could just ask the question. If I don't know, most times I'm going to go find it out. You know, that's what grow your brand is about. I always tell people that if I don't know, I'm gonna go find somebody who do. And that's how I've always moved anyway, as a business owner and just as a person in life. Where if I don't know, I'm gonna go find that information that's gonna take me to the next thing of where I'm trying to go. So once again, I want to say I appreciate you, Levita, for doing this, and I appreciate you, Shea, for taking your time out and wanting to do the BTG report. And anyone who does decide that they want to get on and be a part of this, please let us know. You can inbox us and reach out to Levita, and we're going to start setting people up next year to be featured with us on here and talk about their business and talk about their social issues and things that they feel like that can help uh, the community. So I'm pretty much ready to sign off.
Levita.
She's somewhere going ham promoting you all. If you pay attention, look, she went on a back office over here. And you can look at that screen and understand. As a brand, do you understand y'all smiling from ear to ear? Because somebody, care enough to want to show you what I'm about. That's bridging the gap. It'll make me cry up here, but I'm not gonna do it. We might have some days where we up here crying. You don't know. Sometimes them entrepreneur days, it be a day you might gotta shed a tear. Cause it be hard out here, But I want y'all to know we here once a week, and you can come on and talk and build. And thank you. Thank y'all for pushing me to start this too, man. I appreciate it. So, Levita, wrap us up.
Oh no, that's one. All right. We closing out. You just heard from the founder, CEO, owner, Tamara Wills, Ms. Founder for Bridging the Gap, founder, CEO, owner, Miss Shea. We're gonna go Miss Shea for Yemaya Solutions and Levita the model. Y'all know to catch me. I'm basically a voice for the people, and that's what we will continue to do. We will come every week. I think we said Tuesday, right, Tam? We're every Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Now, if you need a job, we got Shea on here to get you employed. And then we got Tam to get you exposed. And then we all gonna come together to talk about it on the platform all together.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much.
With us.
Have a good evening, you all.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Peace.